Hello and welcome to yet another DeFRaG demo review. This is the WarCup 380. The map is fried-okra. We can take a quick look at the results before we head straight into watching the demos. Pretty decent amount of demos here. We got submissions from not only Crazy Al but also Fried Theo. So let's go. It's obviously a very good map. Let's jump right in. We'll start off with the VQ3 demos as usual. Who do we have first? Syntax, let's go. Space Unit. So pretty straightforward combo map. Although not that straightforward, these ramps that you just saw are actually jump pads. And this ramp here isn't a jump pad, but there are jump pads to the sides of it. Invisible jump pads. It's kind of a weird map, but it is fun. So yeah. That was Syntax, well played. Next up we got Flan 22.0. Yeah, it's super weird with the jump pads on the ramps. I just felt that they were super strange. Like getting your timing on it to get a good rocket boost and like good speed was just, it was strange. Shout outs to Flan. Next up we got Raven 21.9. We love Raven. Nice, good finish, well played. Good speed off of the bottom ramp. Next up we have Is2, another 21.8 this time. I get that the jump pads on the ramps and stuff like that obviously make the map, well, playable for a start in VQ3, because otherwise I don't think you'd be able to get through that map very well. Next up we have got Kotiara 20.7. Shoutouts to unnamed player. They're very deliberate with their actions here. Very decent rockets here on that up and down section. Well played. Next up is the one and only Radio Koala 20.4. Nice, good speed. Played. Next up, Existence 20.2. We'll see a lot of demos from Existence. I think this is the first time I've seen them. I just shoot a little bit too early there. Pretty good rockets at the finish there. I appreciate that. Next up, 20.0 is Happy. Happy. Good rockets here. Kind of slow ending, but overall pretty good run. Just barely ahead, 20.0 again from Anton. Let's go Effect. Really good speed here. Nice Podsibiashka. Very stylish. Jumps up and hits that jump pad at the highest point. Oh, unfortunate ending though. Wastes a lot of time there getting up. I just want to point this out. Like I said, he jumps towards that jump pad and hits it at its highest point. Just going to save a little bit of time. More direct route. Whether or not that's what he's intending to do is, you know, whatever. But yeah, Podsibiashka right onto the very top. Not wasting any time. But yeah, that ending is going to cost him a little bit. Oh well, up into sub 20, 19.9 for naturals. Niches. Great speed here. Really good rocket off the jump pad. Kinda similar to Effects Run. Here we go. We got the pre-fire rockets coming out. That was okay, I guess. Again, getting caught on in the very last second on the ledge. It's unfortunate. But, you know, we love to see it. It is slightly ambitious, I think. But it definitely helps. But getting caught here, not ideal. Well played, nonetheless. Next up we have Prox 19.8. Oof, that's not great. Decent finish. Kind of hard to see the difference. I know there's not a lot of difference between these two runs, but kind of hard to see how Prox's run is faster than Nacho's. But again, it's barely, there's not much in it. Anyway, next up we got Pashka 19.4. Shoutouts to Pashka. Nice, good rockets here. Great speeds. Just goes straight off the ramp. Nice. I think it even skims that little ledge just barely. Next up, 19.0, decent time jump. It's Anselmo. Almost half a second between these two runs. There's that jump up to the top of the jump pad again. Nice, lots of backwards rockets in that run. Well played. Next up, 18.8 from Preds. I think that's the most speed we've seen off of that ramp so far, like just over 1300. Well played. Getting into the pointy end of things now. 18.5 from Orum. And it's slow right at the bottom of that section, but still a really fast run. Well played. Alright, heading on into the top three. We're starting off with Yards, 18.3. Really fast here. Next up, we're taking quite the jump here from 18.3 down to 17.8. This is Moscow, who's a pretty skilled runner, in my opinion. So let's see what they got. Great wall strafing there, midair. Not that midair makes it any more difficult or anything, it just looks cool. So again, jumping right at the top of that jump pad is going to help him out. See the wall strafe right on the small snap zone? Gets him a lot of speed, little Podsibiashka to get him up, and then a final rocket. Very well played. Next up, in first place, 17.5, Sagittarius. Not sure who this is. Tons of speed right here at the start. Great stuff. There's not much to it, really. It's pretty simple. Just go faster. Just do everything that your opponents do, but do it, you know, faster than everyone else. So Sagittarius is just Sagittarius on DF comps. This is the only demo that they've submitted, though. Interesting. Alright. We got some demos of the week. Been a while since we've done this. We're starting off with HGB Plasma 2 because it was actually a WarCup extra that we didn't cover, or we haven't covered, because there was only like 5 runs. Well, 8 runs total. So we're just going to show the top 2, and it's not even the top 2, because this run is by this run is by enter, and this was the top. No, my mistake. That's CPM. This is by Pakistan. Pakistan didn't submit in the WarCup, but this is a previous world record, I believe. I think his world record is a minute 30, and this is a minute 34. So apologies for not showing the world record demo, but it was the best one I can get my hands on at short notice. And it is an unethical world record, because we have some shenanigans going on here, skipping a whole section of the map, which is always fun. I think Halvor GB still has the ethical world record, if anyone wants to beat it. A pretty cool plasma challenge map by Halvor. Even with the skip, it's still a cool map. Barely made that. VQ3 Plasma just, yeah, it's too big brain for me. That's for sure. Very well played by Pakistan. What else do we have? Did we only have... Yeah, look, I've done it again. I've picked 3 CPM demos and 1 VQ3 demo. My apologies. Well, I suppose that's it for the VQ3 demos of the week. Moving on now into CPM. Starting off with Undead Sniper 24.6. This map plays pretty much the same in CPM as it does in VQ3. There's no corners, it's a straight map. You can't even really double jump on the ramps. So, see, the ramps are mostly all jump pads, so I don't know why you would. I don't think there's any reason to take the ramp over the jump pads. Next up, Radio Koala. I missed the time. 22.6 for Radio Koala. But yeah, those first two jump pads, you don't have a choice whether it's a jump pad. But over here, this ramp here is actually a ramp. The jump pads are at either side. So you can use that as a ramp jump. Whether or not that's better than the actual jump pad, I'm not sure. But maybe we'll find out by the end of this review. Which is the better option. Well played for Radio Koala. Next up, Raven, 21.3? Said, I think so. I found the spacing to be on the start section here to be kind of weird in CPM. Maybe that's just me, because I'm bad. Good rockets here from Raven, let's go. Takes the ramp. Nice. Gets a ceiling skim. Love it. Love to see it. Next up, 21.0 from Fried Theo or Necropsy or Necrosci or Chris, if you want to call him that. He's the guy that used to talk about DeFRaG demos on the stream with me. You remember. It wasn't that long ago. Goes for the double jump. Nice, doesn't get caught up. Well played. Next up we have Cosmonaut 20.7. Double jump again. Looks like he was gonna go for a Podsibiashka there or pre-fire rocket, but didn't go for it in the end. Still a pretty good run. Next up we have Syntax. Was that 19 point something? 19.7. Good speed on that first rocket in the last room, but kind of screws himself up, not really sure where to go. After that, it seems like he wanted to do one thing, but then stopped at the last second. I don't know. But other than that, pretty good run. Next up, we got Ganja Boy, 19.3. Yeah, 19.3. Oh, lost a lot of speeds right there. I guess everyone's going for the ramp other than the jump pads in CPM. Solid ending. Next up we got Q3 Lex 19.0. Okay, Lex gets the jump pad. Well played. Next up we got 17.6 from Happy. No 18s in this stream. No 18 point anything here. Never seen an 18. Never will. Great speed here. Good rockets. I think double jumping the ramp is clearly faster. Well played. Wonder if anyone's going to get to the end without touching the floor. Next up, 17.4 from Kipish. Nice. Good rockets at the end, very stylish. Next up we have Prox once again, 17.1. Tons of speed. Nice. Really smooth up and down. Oh no, next up is Crazy Al, 16.9. See, I did that little weird stupid turn there. I think that was just me. Double jump. Yeah, that was alright, I suppose. Next up, Koshikov, 16.9 again. Interesting. Okay, I want to take a look at that because it's really easy to miss what you just did there if you're not paying attention. So you'll notice deliberately goes to the side of the ramp, pushes himself up like this, and then rockets back away from that wall over to the other wall to gain. You see he has like what, 600 ups before touching the ramp, which is horizontal speed, purely horizontal speed. Whereas, you know, if you just go up and hit the wall and fall down straight, then you're gonna have 0. So it means he gets more speed after the ramp by maintaining horizontal speed throughout the drop, as opposed to just hitting the wall and going to 0 up and then relying on gravity to, you know, give you speed is when you hit the ramp, when you hit the floor. So he's getting that speed boost from falling on the ramp, but he's also maintaining velocity from, like, horizontal velocity from rocketing himself back off the wall. So pretty good. We like to see strats like that. It's smart, it's clever. Not something people think of straight away. But in hindsight, it's kind of obvious. Next up we've got Immortal. I missed the time. Well played. That was 16.8. Another 16.8 from Effiop. Oh no, we're getting into the pre-runs. So you can actually pre-run on this map. There's enough space to do a little ring around the rosy before you start. Which is, you know, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, for losers. But, you know, what can you do? Well played, Effiop. I'm sorry that you're a loser who does pre-run. Sorry, that's a bit harsh. They're not losers. And he's not a loser. But next up we got Carseus. Let's go. I'm only joking. Was that... I think he used the jump pad there? Loads of speed though. Loads of speed. I want to check if he actually did use the jump... It looked like he used the jump pads. Actually, maybe not. Just takes the megas. I don't actually hear the jump pad sound, so I guess not. Well played. Next up we've got Effect Anton again, 16.4. Let's go. Nice, straightforward. No messing about. Next up, Moscal down here in 4th place. 15 points. Yeah, 15.6. And yep, I knew it. I knew there was going to be a pre-run here. Pretty standard. Nice. Good, good. Botsubiashka. Really nice. I like that. It was a good run. Shame about this part, but what can you do? I just did it just so I could do that. Right, next up, we're moving into the top 3. It is 15.5 from Puziper. Let's go. And we pre-running. I expect all 3 of these demos will be pre-runs. Oh, little ground boost there. Just a little one. Oh, 1500. 1500 off of that ramp. It does maintain a little bit of horizontal speeds down in the drop, kind of like Koshikov. Not as much, but he still ended up with, you know, more speeds even than Koshikov and the by the ramp. Like, look at that. Lovely stuff. Next up is Nachos, 15.5. Oh, tied? Actually tied with Puziper? Let's go. You love to see it. Almost 1700 off the plasma. Wow. So much faster at the end. Like, Puzifer's so much faster than Naturals at the very end. They must have caught up with them in that very last section. Like, if you play those demos side by side, kind of thing, I bet you Puzifer catches up in the very last room just by having like 200 more ups. Anyway, moving on, we're shaving off nearly half a second. It is Tarzan, it is Rain in first place, 15.0. Let's have it. Rerun. 1778. That's a lot of speed. 27 before that ramp, and then again like 1500 odds. I mean, that was there's a lot in that. Tarzan's showing his superiority to everyone else with these rockets, like for real. Like over 1700 here, and then does a, I don't know if you noticed that, but he does a brief ceiling rocket. Don't know how much it actually helps him. Like right here, you see him crouch inside the ceiling. Get the rocket, gets nearly 30, gets 1260 almost. Little ground boost there, taking him up to 1900 almost before he crosses the green slime. And just more great rockets. You know, almost 3k. Let's be honest. Okay, maybe not almost, but close enough. Jesus, that was a really nice run from Rain. Well played. We'll see it one more time. Full speed. Great stuff. It really is. Right, we've got a couple more demos to watch. let's start off. What do we want to start off with? We'll start off with this map. Fairly quick, slick run from Moscow. Don't really have much to say about this demo. It's just visually pleasing. There you go. That's it. Lovely stuff. Well played. We also have a positive demo. Bug 26. And a cool looking map. And we got 1, we got 2, we got 3 ground boosts in a row. So we got pre-fire rockets. We got haste rockets. And that's it. And I quite like that skybox as well. And finally, this is the run that Enter submitted for the WarCup Extra, which was HGB Plasma 2. So this is an actual WarCup submitted demo. And you'll notice that he does the same skip as Pakistan we saw earlier. Where you go up here, into the teleporter. Some more skips, it seems like. Very much a map made for VQ3. Because you got skips like this that only work in CPM. And this, of course, which will only work in CPM. It looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? Well played. And yeah, that's all we got. So another quick look at the results. Shout outs to all the gamers, everyone who submitted. You love to see it. And just a quick reminder, although I'm sure you're by this point all aware, TimCon 10 will be taking place this year in May, 16th to the 19th of May, and it will be in Baystack in a venue called Playstack in a city called, now forgive me if I'm mispronouncing this, I think it's said like Łódź or something like that. It's in Poland. It's a really cool venue. I'm looking forward to checking it out. And yeah, get yourself over to timcon.com, timconland.co.uk/join if you would like to find out more about coming. We're going to have tournaments for Quake Live. We're going to have tournaments for CPM. We're going to have a DeFRaG tournament. We're going to play Midnight Guns. If you don't know what that is, go on over to our YouTube video and go on over to our YouTube channel and check out the Midnight Guns. Actually, this isn't even being streamed on Twitch, so this is already on YouTube, so you're already here. That's fantastic. Go and check out our video on Midnight Guns. It's a good one. That's actually from the last TimCon. And of course, running these events is costly, and we are just 2 men, me and Adam Lloyd, and we're running a whole big event with for people. So if you want to give us some support, you don't have to, obviously. If you want to give us some support, head on over to patreon.com/timconland. Every penny counts. We really, really need your support, and we really appreciate everything. I mean, look how much work he does. Look how much work Adam Lloyd does. It's unreal. And he does it for free. We just have to feed him peanuts and that now and then. It's brilliant. Yeah. TimCon 10. It's going to be fun. So check it out. But anyway, thank you. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time. Cheers.